Hey everybody, welcome back to Heathen Intentions. My name is Pam. This is my channel. Not real sure if I'm going to pull cards today. I just wanted to stop by, post a quick video on who I am and what it is that I do. So heathen is actually a derogatory word that is given to anybody who doesn't conform to a specific religion. I was raised Christian. I went to Bible school, sang the songs, did all the things. In church, I found community. I found like-minded people. I found acceptance. As long as I accepted everything at face value, as long as I didn't start asking questions. As soon as I did start to ask any type of question, and I'm not saying it was complete doubt, I'm not saying as soon as I started asking any kind of question that seemed to be outside the lines, then I was immediately demonized. I was looked at like I was a reckless threat. So I started to search for answers myself. I started to follow my intuition and the way that I was being pulled, the way that I was being guided. And when I found myself being pulled more towards a nature-based belief system, we'll call it that, more of a nature-based belief system, I felt most connected whenever I was in nature. That was where I felt at peace. That was where I felt loved. That was where I was most comfortable with who I am. And for that, I was called a witch. I was called dark, evil, all things dark and scary. And I've been told millions of times that I'm going to hell. I've been told that I was actually told that I'm going to go burn in a lake of fire. All of these labels, all of these names, all generated out of fear. But no one really ever bothered to ask me what my beliefs were. They just assumed, they attacked, So I stopped. As a younger person, being constantly doubted, constantly attacked for beliefs that you haven't even shared with anybody, I just stopped. I stopped trying. I stopped looking. I stopped sharing. I stopped myself from walking my own path for so many years. I just blocked myself. And all of those years, I was still called dark. I was still called evil. I wasn't even doing anything. And I was still labeled that way. I was still seen that way. And this was by people that were supposed to love me. This was family. This was friends. This was people in my immediate surroundings. These people were supposed to love me. And I was always labeled as like this outcast. So, I was still invited to family events. And not only was I invited, but I was expected to be there. And I went. Because I love my family. I still love my family. I went mostly out of guilt. I also went because I wanted their acceptance. And the whole time I was still being treated like I was the bad one, like there was something wrong with me, So for years, still being labeled, still being criticized, blah, 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 right? Finally, it occurred to me that why am I trying to please these people when they forever have me labeled as awful? Why am I giving them my energy? Why am I trying to connect to them? Why does it matter to me? Why does it matter to me if they're not, like I said, they never even bothered to ask? And I'm sure, everybody has this story. That's why I'm sharing it. Everyone has a variation of the not being accepted, being labeled, being called things. It's just ridiculous. So finally, I started my journey. I started my way back to me, my way back to wholeness, if that's what you want to call it. a healing journey. It was definitely a healing journey. I started working with energy. I started listening to my intuition. I started researching and following everything that I was called to do. I became a Reiki master. I work in the ethers a lot. I continued to go where I was guided, no matter what. No matter what anybody said, I just stopped talking about it. It occurred to me very quickly that the only difference between my belief system and their belief system is I don't believe that they're wrong. I believe everybody's belief system looks different. If you take two people of the same religion and you stand them side by side, both of them are going to have variances in what their belief system looks like. So no one's ever really wrong in this. You can't do something wrong. You can't believe wrong. Your beliefs can't be wrong if that's what you're truly guided to do. So I finally realized that I was going to be me, and I was going to do me, and I was just going to do what I do. And along the way, I've met so many beautiful people. I have unlocked so many abilities. I have helped so many people out of their darkness. I've helped so many people get on their path. And I'm very proud of that. Still being labeled all along the way, but that's okay. That's okay. Those are their issues they need to deal with. They're no longer laying on my soul. They're no longer holding me back. It took a long time to get there. I like to find beauty in negative spaces, just the same as I found negative energy in beautiful spaces. Whenever I thought that I was accepted, loved, and surrounded by like-minded people who cared about me, I very quickly got demonized and shown that I was wrong. So now I look for beautiful things in negative spaces, and I find them often. I realize now that everyone's belief system is sacred and individual, just like mine is. So here at Heathen Intentions, what I hope to do is to give some people some confirmation, to give some people some guidance, to give some people an outlook, to share what it is, some of the things that I've been through to help people. A lot of people on this journey, a lot of people on their own path, most of the time they think they're crazy. Most of the time they think that it makes no sense. Most of the time they try to apply logic where logically it doesn't make sense. So I do offer personal coaching. I do offer tarot coaching. You can email me for that. I don't actually have a personal website set up. I don't like to edit my videos. I don't like to do a lot of my stuff. I don't like to sell online. I like to have a more personal connection with the people that I work with. My email address is always down in the description box. But I just wanted to stop in today and let you know that you don't have to look for acceptance and you don't have to be guided by guilt. That everybody's path is a solitary one, even if they have like-minded people around. Your belief system still looks different than the person standing beside you. And your vision isn't for everybody else. Your belief system isn't for everybody else. They need to go where they're guided just as you need to go where you're guided. And I hope that along the way, I can offer some people that peace of mind, that guidance, that space for understanding. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking. I hope you have a great day. Oh, look, Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, card of truth. That's great. So I hope you all have a great day. And I hope you all believe in your magic, and I hope you're all strong enough to walk your own path.